What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another reaction video here on this channel. In today's video I have something very fucking special for you, because for the very first time we are discovering dark electronic music. And I'm speaking of electro or agrotech. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, this is basically a subgenre of the Gothic scene, what was very popular in the early and mid 2000s. It's basically hard trance, but very dark with pitched and distorted vocals. It's very dark, and in today's video we are watching the brand new song by the band called Dawn of Ashes, one of my favorite dark electronic bands. And I would say with In the Acts of Violence and the Crypt Injection, they made two of the most influential records of that subgenre. I also have the feeling they never got the attention they really deserved, especially here in Germany, because when I look at other bands from the States like Aesthetic Perfection or Combi Christ, they are getting way more booked on festivals and shows than Dawn of Ashes. So I hope that this will change someday in the future. Speaking of their records, after these two records they changed their style to black and death metal, and that's when I lost my interest in this band. But in 2019 Christoph came back and said he's working on the Crypt Injection Part 2, and I thought, oh, what the fuck? I wasn't disappointed, but I wasn't also very happy about it, because I was so hyped and thought, well, we get another agrotech record. And everything he released after the Crypt Injection 2 was more inspired by 90s industrial music. So if you're a fan of KMFDM, Ministry, Nine Inch Nails or something like that, these records are definitely something for you. And these records are great, I love them, don't get me wrong, but I was hoping for a pure agrotech record. And now we have 2025. Christoph said, hey, I'm doing a pure agrotech record, and I am hyped as fuck. I would say we shouldn't waste any time and go directly into the reaction. As always, before we react to this song, feel free to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell to get notifications every time I release something new. Also, if you like this reaction, feel free to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. My expectations are high as fuck, because, like I said, he said it's a pure agrotech record, and he also said this video clip pays homage to the Torture Device video clip. The Torture Device video clip is amazing, but the song is one of the best agrotech songs ever made. I mean, the song is 17 years old, and I still can listen to that song for 24 hours on repeat without pausing, and I wouldn't get sick of it. That's how great this song is. So yeah, my expectations are very high, means also there is a high chance to get disappointed very fast. I hope not. So yeah, I would say I shut the fuck up and we start with the reaction. This song is called Hypertensive Crisis. It's by fucking Dawn of Ashes. Let's go. The kick is fucking important here.
Tonight will show you. The irony is that if you want to die, just have to stay where you are. But if you want to live, you'll have to cut yourself again.
So, am I happy? Yes, I am fucking happy. This sounds definitely not like the last 4 records, and it sounds like electro or acrotech. I'm super happy. Also, his voice, it reminds me so much of the first 2 records. I couldn't be happier. The only thing I, to be honest, miss a little bit are these very harsh synth sounds. Like I said, if you're familiar with this subgenre, you should know what I mean. If not, it's typical for this subgenre that there are very noisy and harsh synth sounds, and this sounds very clean. I mean, I know it's 2025. These bands don't produce like they did in the early 2000s because you learn more skills over the years and the way you produce is totally different like you used to produce music 10 or 15 years ago. So of course it's hard to produce the same sound you produced 10 or 20 years ago. Because of that, I'm definitely not sad about the sound of this song. Of course, I wish it would sound a little bit more harsh, but it sounds like solid acrotech. I don't know what to say right now because I'm super happy about the result and it makes me really hyped for the upcoming record. This is what I would call harsh sound, harsh synth sound. So more of this would be a little bit better, I guess.
I dreamt that we were all gonna die. A strange, unknown creature. So powerful. It lies dormant for centuries. So I can't breathe anymore. I can't breathe anymore. Slave away, slave away, slave away. Slave away, slave away, slave
Also, I said in the beginning that they got definitely not the attention they deserve. They are planning to go on tour next year in January, February here in Europe together with the band Pig. And oh god, I would kill for it to be a support act. I mean, the chances are pretty fucking low. I would absolutely love to go on tour with these guys. I would go on tour for fucking free. I would go for fucking free on the stage. I mean, the feeling to be on stage is one of the greatest things I felt in my life. There are not many chances right now because this scene is almost dying, or this subgenre. And booking agencies and venues and festivals and of course record labels too, it's too risky for them to give someone who's pretty much unknown a chance, because they won't sell CDs, they won't sell merchandise, they won't sell tickets, and you don't do that with bands no one knows about. So that would be a fucking huge chance for me, and of course it would be pretty cheap, because like I said, I of course would do this for fucking free. But yeah, back to the topic. If you like this music and you are probably interested to see them live, next year could be the chance. And I see the homage to the Torture Device video clip with all the medical instruments and this person that's sitting on a chair. So yeah, that's great. But I would probably never have thought of Torture Device if Christoph wouldn't have mentioned that in the comments. But overall, I must say the song is really great. It's not like the sound you are, from In the Acts of Violence or the Crypt Injection. It's more like I said, the last 4 records are probably inspired by 90s industrial music, and I think you can say that this is inspired by their older stuff with a newer touch, with a modern touch. I guess this is how you can call it. Modern acrotech inspired by the older first 2 records. Yeah, that sounds amazing. That was Hypertensive Crisis by Dawn of Ashes, and like I said, I really fucking love what I've heard and what I've saw. This is what I was waiting for since he announced the Crypt Injection 2, and yeah, it just took 6 years, but here we are. Dawn of Ashes are finally back with fucking dark electro. But I must say, I missed a little bit more violence in this music video. I mean, the music video was very great, but compared to other video clips by Dawn of Ashes, like for example Poisoning the Steps of Babel or Torture Device or of course EMDR, this was very child-friendly. No, like I said, I missed here and there maybe some harsh synth sounds or ARPs or pads, something almost every harsh electronic music producer used in the early 2000s, but I get that you still want to mix it with your current style, so I totally get it, and there is nothing more I can say about it because I'm so fucking happy. This song is so amazing, and they are gonna release a brand new record. The record is called Infecting the Scars and is slated for release on June 8th this year, so I'm really looking forward. Maybe they are releasing 1 or 2 more songs. If so, and if they release it with a video clip, we are definitely gonna check it out. And that's it for today's video. So let me know, what do you think about this video clip and what do you think about this song? Is this something you never discovered before and now you are thinking, well, that's music I could like maybe, and I won't see more of it because there are some really nice bands besides Dawn of Ashes like Suicide Commando or Agonoise, and they released over the years some music videos too, so we can definitely check out more of this music if you want. Let me know it in the comments. Also, if you like this content, feel free to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to get notifications every time I release something new. That's it for today's video. The video link is of course down in the description, and I would say until next time, peace.